Let's take a closer look at two foundational concepts that sit at the core of every compensation strategy: internal equity and external equity. At a high level, these concepts answer two critical questions. Are we paying our employees fairly compared to each other? And are we paying competitively compared to the market? Getting both right is essential. When either one is off, it can quickly impact trust, engagement, and an organization's ability to attract and retain talent. Internal equity focuses on fairness within the organization. It ensures that employees in roles of similar value, based on responsibilities, skills, and impact, are compensated in a consistent and equitable way. It's about creating alignment across roles so that pay reflects the relative value of the work being performed. To establish internal equity, HR professionals rely on job evaluation. This structured process looks at factors like responsibilities, required skills, level of decision-making, and scope of supervision. It creates a consistent framework for comparing roles, so compensation decisions are based on clear criteria, not individual perception. When internal equity is strong, employees can see that pay decisions are fair and consistent. They understand how their role fits within the organization and how their compensation reflects their contribution. That clarity builds trust and reinforces motivation because employees feel their work is recognized and valued appropriately. Now, let's shift to external equity. External equity looks outward. It focuses on how an organization's pay compares to similar roles in the broader labor market. This is where competitiveness comes into play. To assess external equity, HR professionals use tools like salary surveys and market benchmarking data. These sources provide insight into what other organizations are paying for similar roles, often broken down by industry, geography, and experience level. This data helps organizations make informed, strategic compensation decisions. Once organizations understand the market, they make a deliberate choice about where they want to position their pay. Some choose to match the market, offering competitive but standard pay. Others may lead the market to attract top talent, and some may lag slightly, often balancing pay with other benefits or opportunities. Each approach reflects a broader business strategy. External equity is critical for staying competitive. If compensation falls too far below market levels, organizations may struggle to attract qualified candidates and may lose existing employees to competitors. In today's labor market, this is especially important for high-demand roles. The real challenge is balancing both internal and external equity. An organization might be highly competitive in the market, but if internal pay relationships feel inconsistent, employees may still perceive unfairness. At the same time, strong internal equity alone isn't enough if the organization isn't competitive externally. When internal and external equity are aligned, employees feel both valued and confident in their compensation. This strengthens engagement, supports retention, and helps organizations build a workforce that is motivated, stable, and positioned for long-term success. At the end of the day, equity in pay isn't just about numbers, it's about trust.